My son's school nurse calmly told me, "Your son is bleeding. Can you come?" I almost fainted as I tried not to panic. "What do you mean bleeding?" The school nurse on the other end was entirely too calm. "Yes, there's lots of blood. So can you come?" I'm trying not to drop my cell phone as I shakily grab my keys. I'm leaving now. My heart is beating so fast I'm feeling it in my throat. My stomach sinks. "We've called your husband. He's on his way." That alone sends me even deeper into panic. They never call my husband. What happened? I demand as I move fast down to my car. Timmy was in recess. The phone crackles as I reach the garage. I'm missing words as the signal cuts in and out. There was an accident. The cleanup was massive. The nurse continues. An accident? Did he cut his arm? Hurt his head? Is he going to the hospital? My little 5-year-old? Timmy was always causing heart attacks. There was nothing he wouldn't try or do. Like the one time he managed to get on top of the swing set in our backyard and jump. Almost broke his arm, but luckily he landed on the family dog. He was a daredevil. I was always on edge trying to figure out what he'd do next. I called my husband immediately after. Henry picks up on the first ring. "Timmy, there's blood," I say, trying not to panic, but I choke on the words. "I know. I'm on my way, but I'm stuck in traffic." "Do you know what happened?" I ask urgently. "No, they just told me that they called the ambulance." I gulp as I slam my seatbelt into place. We hang up. My mind continues spiraling into worst-case scenarios as I screech the tires and slam on the brakes as I almost miss my first turn. I literally almost crash into another car since I'm too distracted picturing Timmy in the hospital looking scared. I can barely pay attention to the road. Honk. A car behind tells me I've stopped at a green light. I'm barely breathing as I panic more and more. I want to cry and scream. I'm pretty sure I broke a few traffic laws trying to get to my son's school in record time. Tires screech in protest as I park. I barely turn off my car when I'm out the door. I didn't care that I was running in heels or that I looked like a crazed woman. My son was hurt. 2 cop cars and an ambulance are parked. Their lights flashing but no sirens. I practically throw open the office door as I rush in looking for my son. He's in there. The school nurse takes me into the little room. There was Timmy chatting to a police officer like he'd made a new friend. Nothing looked too wrong. The only clue something was wrong was his favorite blue shirt being stained dark all along his front. He held something I couldn't quite make out. "Mommy," Timmy greets me, and I notice the new gap of a missing front tooth. I hug Timmy close, noticing that the blood didn't have that metallic smell to it. "Look what I gotta give the tooth fairy," Timmy exclaims excitedly as he hands me his missing tooth. I must have looked more confused. "I lost a tooth at recess when I was playing soccer." Timmy explained like I should have figured it out. "And then I slipped on my jelly sandwich during lunch." It made George laugh. Timmy giggled. His teacher, seeing the red jam on my son's shirt and the missing tooth, assumed he had gotten hurt and sent him to the nurse's office after calling the paramedics. I breathed, fully realizing that he just had strawberry jam on his shirt and wasn't actually hurt. The police officers and medics leave right after. The school nurse is trying not to smile as she places Timmy's tooth in a little baggie. Henry shows up, finally looking frazzled and really confused at the scene. "Does the tooth fairy give more money for having the police come?" Timmy asks me with a sly grin. My husband and I share a relieved and amused look. The next morning I talk to Timmy and said, "Timmy, sweetheart, you gave mommy a big scare yesterday." "I know," Timmy giggles. I shake my head. "It wasn't funny, sweetheart." I continue as Timmy is giggling so hard. "You're going to give mommy a heart attack." Timmy just looks at me with that sly grin. "But mommy, it'll be so funny. I want you to have a heart attack."